hold on to your wigs, your lace fronts, and any leftover sanity because the love and hip-hop universe just dropped a pregnancy bomb so loud that even Mona Scott Young had to grasp her pearls. Bambi is officially expecting a child. Yes, again. And a little Scrappy. It was as if he had just seen a ghost, or worse, a positive test result. He was unprepared for Dot. Then the question is, who is the father? Is that tenacious? Do you mean that, young jock? Is it the unanticipated plot twist that nobody saw coming? You are the father, I said to Scrappy. So why is he pacing backstage like that? To what? Started out as gossip and reality TV stress, only to explode into a full-fledged scandal, including baby bumps, betrayal, and perhaps even a fake DNA test. Bambi confirmed the pregnancy off camera, and Scrappy is not faring well. According to sources that include a group chat, a hairstylist, and that one cousin who is typically too informed. What happened behind the scenes? Was this planned? Or is it a desperate attempt in a long-running feud between irate co-stars, new mothers, and former lovers? Get ready, for we will expose every messy, unpolished, and emotionally unstable minute of this drama. And I promise you that things will only get worse. Lil Scrappy is relaxing and taking care of his post-Bambi business when the internet erupts. Maybe texting his barber or looking at Instagram memes. Why? Because of widespread rumors, through group chats, salons, and the Love and Hip Hop edit bay. The rumor that Bambi is pregnant once more is rapidly gaining traction. We're referring to a pregnancy ultrasound Instagram photo featuring gorgeous skin and a verified belly rub. Things start to go insane at this point. Scrappy was unaware. You heard right. Scrappy's close friend, a voice note leaker who would not quit, claims that he actually found out about it through the blogosphere. Think about that for a second. Imagine finding out that your ex-wife, who just pulled you on national television and dumped your soul into the group chat, is pregnant without anyone else knowing. That isn't just drama. Atlanta's lighting is a Greek tragedy. But let's return fast and clean up this mess. This isn't just another oopsie baby moment. This is the latest episode in a battle story that has endured longer than Scrappy's rap career. We're talking about diss songs, sex, makeup, bounce backs, betrayal, and now, maybe, a mystery, darling. Now, let's clear the air. It's already uncertain when Scrappy and Bambi will start dating, 'cause they have been married, divorced, remarried, confused Ray, and blocked on Instagram numerous times. Fans are no longer able to follow them at all. But this time, something feels different. Why? Because of the fact that everything changed from petty to get pregnant fast. Because of Scrappy's facial expressions, the hashtag Scrappy Snot is currently trending. So where did it all start? Let's talk about Bambi, the queen of the clapback and the legend of the one-eyebrow raise. Now it appears that the queen of strategically timed birth announcements is letting it go. It all started at the brunch party hosted by Carly Red. Await it. Because where else might a breakthrough realization come from? According to a number of eyewitnesses, we mean cast members with confessionals. Bambi showed up looking beautiful, silent, and suspiciously radiant. Not just the usual I'm back on my fitness quest glow, but that baby on board glow. Bring on the odd stares. The subtle revelation came after Jessica Dime allegedly leaned over and whispered, "Why does Bambi's stomach look like it's planning a second season?" Carly Red, who usually only cares about herself, was overheard saying about, "Mick, I'm not trying to start anything, but that doesn't look like bloating to me." Bambi, in the middle of a fake toast, reportedly overlooked it. Something about new beginnings and the rewards of parenthood. Scrappy's answer. The radio was silent. He wasn't there. He wasn't. Said furthermore, Scrappy's hairstylist, who went live 2 hours later, said that he was totally unprepared. He allegedly left his shoot early, shouted at his producer, and sobbed while calling his mother on auto-tune. We haven't even skimmed the surface yet because speculation grew more intense. Once the news was released, Whose kid is it? Wouldn't you assume it would be Scrappy's? But this is love and hip-hop. During the reunion, more names were being flung out than trolls of Bambi blocks. Which person's name appeared first? Young Jock. Before we go any further, let's just ask why Young Jock is always at the center of foolishness. Where's Waldo in Atlanta? Minus the awful haircut and more baby moms. This guy is just that. Fans have said that during the previous season of Real Subtle, Bambi and Jock had a brief off-camera interaction at a birthday celebration. Was there any meaning to it? Was it harmless? Was it a clue? Scrappy doesn't think it was harmless. The nail technician allegedly heard a FaceTime call, according to our insider tip. Scrappy is angry, not just sad or confused. She wouldn't do it. He's been telling folks, I was aware that something wasn't right. I can see that she's hiding something. If you're learning about it on social media, Scrappy allegedly attempted to call Bambi, but she didn't answer. So it gets worse. Then he called Jock, but he didn't answer either. Let me pose a question to you. What is worse than that? Maybe it's because you learned about your friend. They both left you too, as though you were the supporting role in Split. So what does Scrappy do? Broadcasts live on Instagram. In what fans are now calling the most spectacular meltdown of the year, Scrappy live streams from his car while ranting about loyalty, surprises, and something about how many months equals betrayal. He makes no specific reference to Bambi. Everyone knows the time, even though he doesn't tag Jock. Put a T there, only 1 point. Bro, this is a kind of pain you can't auto-tune. Oh no, he continues. 1 tier, 6 sizes, and a ton of unclear subtitles later. Scrappy ends the live stream and unfollows Bambi, Jock, and VH1. He likes the network. My friends, it concludes the first part of this emotional roller coaster. Things are getting worse for Scrappy. Bambi is blowing up, and Jock is probably texting. You from wherever, friend. He was clearing the history of his browser, but it wasn't quite done. If you believe that one pregnancy bomb was the end, wait till you find out who else may be involved in this problem. Let's go on to this video where the actual chaos starts. So, where were we? Yes, exactly. Scrappy's unfollowing craze. Not just Bambi, not just Jock. He unfollowed the entire network. You can tell a betrayal has deeply affected a woman when a man unfollows VH1 as though he personally conceived her. Unfortunately, just when we thought the story had reached max chaos, Atlanta had other ideas. For as long as Scrappy was crying in his car and rearranging his Instagram block list, guess who showed up looking strangely encouraging of the big story on Bambi, indeed. In case you haven't been watching Love and Hip Hop, or worse, have been living under a rock. Mama D has been the unadulterated voice of Scrappy's queen mother. Chaos Commander since season 1. She once arranged a funeral for Scrappy after luring him into a relationship. Let's say she finds out that Bambi is expecting again. However, she didn't wait for approval. Congratulations on your new journey, Bambi. May the Lord grant you the peace that she never gave up on my son. Did she just throw shade and bless the baby in the air, sis? Went on television. Same phrase. Indeed. She did, indeed. Wait a minute, though. Since it appears like Mama D knew about the pregnancy before Scrappy did, let it simmer. Even his own mother did not warn him. According to those close to the situation, including Jessica Dime's cousin, who works at Lenox Mall, Mama D and Bambi recently resumed their relationship over lunch, around the same time that Bambi was spotted shopping for baby clothes. The betrayal is so severe that even Shakespeare said, "Damn coincidence." Not in this show. In this show. Now let's talk about the young Jock elephant in the room. Although he hasn't responded to the pregnancy rumors, his name is louder than a DJ air horn in this drama, and let's face it, Jock has a history of creeping, baby mama plot twists, and most importantly, looking guilty even when he isn't. As a result, fans noticed deleted text messages, old flirtatious Instagram comments. And a suspicious moment from season 11, in which Jock said, "Bambi has been looking different lately. ... The internet went crazy. Some people think Jock was joking, while others speculate that he and Bambi had a sexual encounter during the months that she was away from Scrappy's family. Scrappy's other baby mom, Erica Dixon, even decided to join the controversy by tweeting, "Look at this reason why I don't care. Too many stories, paternity tests are insufficient. Not many of the girls are fighting." In the meantime, Scrappy hasn't confirmed or denied anything because he's too busy going through emotional roller coasters and allegedly texting all of his ex-girlfriends to ask if they ever truly loved him. He reportedly said to Spice when she attempted to contact and console him, "Don't remix my sadness, but let's take a moment to talk Bambi." Because in the "I begged for this chapter" and the ultimate passive-aggressive nuke, but she has appeared, almost calm, like unfazed queen energy, in the middle of all this upheaval. She is posting cryptic captions like, "Growth comes with isolation. A baby is always a blessing, whether or not you are invited to the event." When you can block trolls, enjoy tea, and throw shade in one phrase in your captions, girl, who needs a press release? Apparently, one of Bambi's makeup artists screenshotted some leaked direct chats, which raised the possibility that Scrappy is not the father. This is where things get very wild. The question that everyone is wondering right now is not only whether Bambi is truly pregnant, but also if WH is the father. So let's take some time to unwind. Let's pretend to be detectives for a moment. Okay, now let's examine the timetable. Jock and Bambi were photographed filming together 4 months ago, and Bambi and Scrappy were last seen together in public approximately 5 months ago. After posting a new energy and beginnings pic 3 months ago, Bambi is now glowing and confirmed to be pregnant. It's close. It's disorganized. Producers allegedly pushed for the entire pregnancy announcement to coincide with the season 13 plot in order to increase viewership. Give the producer an Emmy if this is accurate. A friendship with Carly Red is less messy than this narrative. In relation to Carly, can you guess who else is being held accountable? Red Carly. It appears that she accidentally left her microphone on during Jock and Bambi's combo after inviting them to the same event. Was it a coincidence or just some old Carly sabotage? We are all aware that she is as fond of drama as Jock is of baby showers. Not to mention the insane fans, one of whom posted a fake paternity reveal flyer on Instagram with the words "coming soon." Tokyo Vanity also posted on Instagram stating, "Carly read me messy AF and you guys let her cook every season." Young Jock was the DJ and host of Bambi's baby reveal. The sponsor is Trojan. And just when you thought things couldn't get much worse, guess who posted a meme of Scrappy's confused expression next to Bambi's sonogram with a caption? He's trying to see if that baby got his jawline. The internet is unhinged. Bambi's purportedly spotted with a post announcement. Little Mendy notices. Don't ask us how or why. Just know that it's been making the rounds on Twitter like a poor sample of perfume in a shopping center. Because someone will fight in front of a food truck once more if we don't get DNA results. Do fans beg Mona Scott to bring back the lie detector test episode? But keep in mind that there is a child at the center of it, all a real baby, a real life, and genuine repercussions. We're still waiting for the last excruciatingly dramatic revelation. Even now, Bambi is shining and Scrappy is screaming auto-tune. WH will really take the initiative. Is Joe the father? Bambi vanished on social media just when Scrappy felt he had a handle on the craziness. There were no fresh pictures or stories, and even her hairstylist shared a joke that said, "When your client blocks you mid-wig, yeah, it's that deep." Is someone gaslighting Scrappy? Or are the lads playing Connect 4 and Bambi playing chess? Watch this video. We're hearing that lawyers may be involved in the recent cancellation of the baby shower. Rumor has it that Bambi deliberately pulled out because the executives wanted her to sit down with Scrappy. Nope, this isn't making you guys cry. And guess who attempted to play peacemaker? Thousands this time of year. Add some spice. Why does Spice, like a dance hall referee, always find herself in the midst of other people's mess? She even attempted to arrange for Scrappy and Bambi to have a secret supper, but we may never find out. Steak, candlelight, and quiet. How did it go? Scrappy arrived by himself. By playing the reverse-no card, Bambi forced her lawyer to appear with paperwork instead. Bambi gave Scrappy a cease and desist letter and an NDA at a restaurant. You? No, right now, it's impossible to get calamari out here without getting sued. According to reports, the letter stated, avoid using legal stationery. She followed Savage Sis's advice to shut up and stay confused. Fans were consuming it, and the hashtag #CRAPPED and served was trending. Now, let's talk about the real outrage that was simmering in the background when someone posted a picture of Scrappy on the curb. Looking dejected with the comment, when you thought it was dinner, but it was discovery. You thought he had been silent the entire time, young jock. Not at all. All he was doing was editing. Soon as those pregnancy rumors actually increased speed, Jock exclaimed, "Look, man." While live streaming on Instagram and making the traditional sinful gesture of wearing sunglasses indoors, I have children. I gained a reputation in addition to a wife. The real kicker, though, is that Jock's wife, Kendra, was spotted unfollowing both Bambi's and Jock's fan sites a few days. After that, Liv. Oh no, Kendra doesn't play. Sources claim that she has been blowing up production phones to get the uncut video from this season's filming because she wants to know exactly how the show is made. Bambi is a beautiful person, but I don't play with family like that. When your wife joins the FBI, you know something is wrong. Meanwhile, Scrappy is going into full creative mode. In the meantime, he is working on what fans are calling his Lemonade, aka poignant rap album that is allegedly about betrayal, heartbreak, and possibly paternity tests. A leaked song started. She took my piece, then blamed me for the war, baby. On the way, but I don't know what for. Bambi and the friendly Jock disappeared into the background. Tell Bianca over the phone that the men are taking revenge. A third man may be involved based on Jessica Dime's eyelash text. But hold on. It gets messier because a new player just entered the game. The tip was anonymous. In fact, Jock and Scrappy might not even be the main suspects anymore. She says that Bambi has been communicating informally behind the scenes of the love and hip-hop universe with an unnamed industry executive, a producer, and an older, wealthy, and allegedly interested person. Is this the most brilliant plot control technique in the history of hip-hop and love, honey? Or is the pregnancy real? Think about it. A dramatic male-led arc means Scrappy whirling. Tension and ratings rise when a Jock is criticized. Bambi is quiet, pregnant, mysterious, and compliant with the law. While Mama's fervent sermons are equivalent to viral meme sound clips. Since season 13 is already being positioned as the Southern maternity mystery behind the scenes, she is actually rewriting the script rather than just playing the game. One woman, one baby, 3 men, no DNA, love and hip-hop. ATL Season 13, The Paternity Plot. Says Scott Mona. As Carly said, Liv, I know some tea, but y'all aren't ready for it. Let's just say that if you think it's Jocks, you're watching the wrong couple, aren't you? Carly has now confused everyone. Even Carly read the allegedly ridiculed posters. This is the final twist on the blade. Scrappy's mother, Mama D, recently filed a request for the grandparents of the unborn child to have visitation rights. Think about it for a moment. She doesn't know if Scrappy is the child's parent. It's just interested in knowing if it's her grandchild, and she has a lawyer ready already. This isn't reality TV anymore. It's a legal drama set in reality. What will happen next? Will Bambi reveal the father before the season 13 premiere? Will suspicion lead to Jock's marriage failing? Will Scrappy release the best mixtape of the year despite the emotional fallout? Most importantly, will Mona Scott ever be able to take charge of her cast again? Look, one thing is very clear, no matter what happens next. This pregnancy has changed everything. The entire